So this is what I learned after teaching 60 to 70 dudes this year how to get rid of approach anxiety. There's a couple of things, and this is exactly what I tried to do with my one-on-one clients. The first thing you want to do is hyping yourself up. Because here's the thing, guys, like, everything could be the same, but you having a better energy, you can get better results. For example, hey, excuse me, just wanted to say hi. I thought you looked cute today, right? Same thing, same everything. But if you just change the energy, it looks way much different. It looks like this. Hey, excuse me, you look very beautiful today. Just want to say hi, right? Day and night difference, nothing else changed. That's the first thing. And I guess like for guys, it's really gut-wrenching, especially in the beginning. If you're just starting out, it is hard. I admit, like when I first started out, like it was difficult as well. And on average, it takes guys at least like 6 months to 12 months. If you don't have like a proper process, like going over this lump, you still have that approach anxiety after all those approaches. But here's the thing, hype yourself up. Hype yourself up. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. After the approach, what you want to do is that approach was 1,000 out of 10. That was 1,000 out of 10. Okay, hyping yourself up. That's 50%, guys. If you just know how to do this, you can approach. And I guess one thing to add here is like, don't try to be like this. Like, oh, that was 1,000 out of 10. That was 1,000 out of 10. Because it's not going to work. It's like a remote control. If you say these words, if you try to say these words with energy, you're going to get energy. But if you try to say it like, oh, bummed out, it's not going to work. 1,000 out of 10. That was 1,000 out of 10. Let's go. Let's go. Okay? That's the first way. The second way to do it is setting goals. Setting goals. Now, actually, let's start with this. Relaxing. You got to relax because too many of you guys are like, oh, you have this weird tension. So it sounds unnatural. It's like you're in this exam situation back in high school and you can't think of the things that you remembered because you're in tension. Okay? Same thing with cold approach pickup, same thing with normal conversation. If you have too many thoughts in your brain, it's not going to work. It's not going to come out the right way and she's going to think like it's a bit weird, right? So, how do you let go of tension, right? It's just like swimming, guys. Just like swimming. If you have tension in your body, you're gonna get tired real fast. Just let it go. It is counterintuitive, but here's how we do it. Breathe in and out. Deep breath in, deep breath out. When you're breathing out with your mouth. Couple more times. Trust me, if you do this, you're gonna feel different. Now, once you do this, I want you to think like, what's the feeling? Because that feeling is exactly how it feels to be relaxed. Okay, guys? So when you're talking to close friends, when you're talking to people that you don't have any agenda with, it's like so easy to think of things to say. It just naturally comes. You never think about it, right? That's because you're in release. It's like, what's up, bro? Right? But on the other hand, if you have this weird tension, if you have this agenda, if you're seeking for the number and approval, it's like you're thinking. It's like, excuse me, right? It's not natural. So let's go one step further. So once you did the breath work a couple times with me, what did you feel? Where's that part of your body that loosened up? Okay? Because that part should be the focus. Because when we get nervous, we tend to tense up in that specific body part. That could be your shoulders, that could be your throat, that could be your abdomen, right? For me, it's my diaphragm, it's my abdomen, and I try not to tense up in that area because it's like a remote control. If you tense up in your body, your mind tenses up. So words don't really flow out. So yeah, guys, that's a tip. But here, let's go one step further from there, okay? Try to meditate. Because if you do meditation 10 minutes a day, just focusing on that body part, just focusing on release, focusing on relaxing, what's going to happen is when you go outside, it's like you're not going to have that tension. You're naturally going to relax when you're talking to people. Imagine those people like who have like massive confidence. Do they feel tense? Do you feel like they have this like facade or like shtick? Not really. It's because they're very relaxed. Okay? So I told you the two ways. Okay? First thing, hype yourself up whenever you're going outside. Let's go. Let's go. That was 1,000 out of 10. 1,000 out of 10. Second way, relax. Meditation. Release the tension. Okay? Just to give you one more mental model, conversation is like quicksand. When you're in quicksand, you don't want to force yourself out. You're going to get sucked in. But on the other hand, if you just relax, just give up, just surrender, you can flow out. Okay? So same thing with conversation skills. It's not about thinking about what to say. It's not about, last time this worked, I have to say it in this way. Right? That's control. You're controlling your thoughts and actions. On the other hand, you want to be in release. Meditation. Okay? So, yeah, guys, this is exactly what I do with my one-on-one clients, and it works like a charm over and over and over again. Even if you don't have the right experience, if you didn't like approach in the past, it works. Okay? So let me know in the comment section how it works out for you, and I'll see you guys next time.